Good afternoon, all. Can you hear me? Then type yes on chat box. Then we are proceed today's lecture. Okay. So, what is media and culture? So, media it is nothing but the nutrients which consist of agar, pH indicators, proteins, and carbohydrates, and it is used to grow organism outside of their natural habitats. So what is culture? So cultures, it is the propagation of microorganism using various media. Okay. So in the culture, they are used solute suspension of that bacteria which are used to grow. Okay. We are- So culture media, it is used to grow bacteria and it can be used to enrich their numbers of bacteria, select for certain bacteria and suppress other, and differentiate among different kinds of bacteria. So culture media it is used to for increase or increase the growth of bacteria or number of bacteria. Also they are select specific bacteria to suppress others. Okay, and also that culture media is used to differentiate amongst different kinds of bacteria. Okay, so we are differentiate using that culture media. We are differentiate bacteria types of bacteria. Okay, so next, culture and their medium. So culture it is term given to the microorganism that are cultivated in the lab for the purpose of identifying and studying them. And they are having two types, they are pure culture and the mixed culture. Second, another term, that is the medium is the term which given to the combination of ingredients that will support the growth and the cultivation of microorganism by providing all the essential nutrients required for the growth of, that is multiplication, in order to cultivate these organism in large number to the study. Okay, so medium it is used for the combination of ingredient which supports to growth of bacteria and the cultivation of microorganism, which providing all the essential nutrients required for the growth of that bacteria for the multiplication. Okay, next, classification of cultural media. It is classified according to their properties. First, they are according to physical state. It is classified into three state: liquid culture media, semi-solid culture media, and the solid culture media. So in the liquid culture media, they use peptone water and nutrient growth. So second, semi-solid, in that semi-solid their example nutrient agar or stabs. Okay, solid, it is used a blood agar or serum agar. These all the types we are discuss see in the figure 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, in the next slide. Second, according to the chemical composition, they are for first class, according to chemical composition, they are natural media. It is also used named as the empirical media. So it don't have any addition of specific nutrient, example milk, vegetable juice, diluted blood. It is called empirical because the extract chemical composition of the constituent is not exactly known. Okay, so those media which are occurring naturally. Okay, so that media it is known as the natural media. An example, that is milk, vegetable juice, and diluted blood. These not need any other chemical composition, okay, or preparation. They are available easily naturally. Okay, see the first culture media, physically solid, semi-solid and liquid both. Okay, in semi-solid there addition of small amount of agar to the fluid and mainly used for the transport media. Okay, or in the motility test. Okay, see nutrient growth and nutrient agar. Okay, so nutrient growth, it is prepared in the test tube and it having the liquid. Okay, so this is the nutrient agar. It is spread over the Petri plate. So solid culture media, they are divided into again three: Petri dish, slant and stab. Okay. Okay, this is the solid, their slant and the stabs. Again, chemical composition, second type, that is the semi-synthetic media. It is one in which the chemical composition of medium is partially known. In other words, medium has natural components and certain specific nutrient known chemical composition. So in the partial known chemical natural components, okay, and there other one they are mixed with the known chemical composition, that is example potato dextrose agar, which is a type of semi-synthetic media. Third type in the chemical composition, synthetic media, or it is also known as the chemically defined media. It is one which all chemicals ingredients of known composition are mixed in the definite proposition. Okay, so in that class we are taking the chemicals ingredient in known proportion, and these all chemicals are mixed together and they form the synthetic media. Next, living media. A living media consists of living cells or tissue which are used for the culture of strictly parasite organism. Okay, like viruses or rickettsia, which cannot be cultured on a non-living medium. Okay, so these are the eight types. Sorry, these are the four types on the basis of the chemical composition. Third type, there according to functional type, general purpose. In that they are having the selective, enriched and the enrichment. And fourth type, based on the oxygen requirement, aerobic medium and the anaerobic medium. So these are the four types of the culture media. So in that first type, physical state, they are, again they are classified into three ways: liquid, semi-solid and solid. Second, chemical composition, again they are having four class: natural media, synthetic media, semi-synthetic media, and last one, living media. Okay, again third type according to functional type, general purpose, into that selective, enrich and enrichment. And fourth type of culture media based on the oxygen requirement. They are having the two types of based on the oxygen requirement class, that is the aerobic medium and anaerobic medium. So aerobic medium, they are having presence of oxygen or need oxygen, and anaerobic, their absence of oxygen or there no need any oxygen for the preparation of that media. So basic requirement of culture media. First basic requirement, they need nutrients, and nutrients which are giving from the energy source, also nutrients which are having the carbon source and nitrogen source. So which nutrient we are giving to the culture media, they are combination of these requirement, that is energy providing, Also they are having carbon source and they are having nitrogen source. Second basic requirement, that is mineral salt, and it having the in mineral salt, it consists of the sulfate, phosphate, chlorides, carbonates, a number of ions which are need to the growth of that bacteria. Third one, pH. So pH, it is also required for the culture media. Most suitable pH, it is about 7.2 to 7.4. Next one, some growth factor also added to the that culture media. That is, if you are using tryptophan, and it is necessary for the growth of Salmonella typhi, that is bacteria, type of bacteria. And last basic requirement, that is the water, and water it is used by the sterilized water for the preparation of the culture medias. Next requirement, that many of ingredient which are used in the culture media are in the natural origin. The most important are the beef extract, peptones, yeast extract, gelatin, and agar. Okay, so these ingredient which are used for the culture media, and this is also basic requirement. Okay, so next, how prepare agar or agar. So agar, it is nothing but it is the complex polysaccharide, and it is used for as a solidifying agent for the culture media in the petri plates, slant, and the dips. Okay, so yes, three ways, preparation of three culture media. Their agar is used for the as a solidifying agent. Generally, it is not metabolized by the microbes. It is liquefied at 90 degrees Celsius and solidifies at near about 42 degrees Celsius. It added to the culture media in concentration between the 1.2% to 2%. Okay, for the rendering it a solid. Composition of that agar. So in that agar we are use the peptone. It is the water soluble protein. Okay, their example, milk, meat, soya. Spray dried product obtained from the hydrolysis. Example, acid or enzyme, pepsin or trypsin. Okay, so these are used for the preparation of the agar. Meat extract, it is a concentrated aqueous infusion of fresh beef. Next one, mineral salt. So sulfate, phosphate, or iron which are used for the mineral salt. Carbohydrate, it provides the microorganism with the carbon, which is the source of energy. Next, water or the deionized or distilled water. So which water which are used for the preparation of media or agar, they are free from the chemicals that can suppress the growth of microorganism. So equipment which are used for the preparing the spread plate. Okay, we are already see different techniques of the spread plate. So here we are using the burner. Okay, agar medium. Okay, agar slant, agar medium, petri plate. Okay, and the loop. Okay, which loop which is taken from the slant and they are spread over the agar medium. Okay, see the method of how pour the bacteria on that. Firstly, spread the agar over the petri plate. Second, sterilize it. Okay, then take a sample from the nutrient medium. Okay, that nutrient medium by loop, then they are spread over the that agar medium. Again they get sterilized, and that petri plate which are spread bacteria, that petri plate which are going to kept on the incubator, okay, for 24 to 48 hours for the observed growth of bacteria. Okay, see how to sterilize it. So when we are taking the sample, handling of the petri plate, we are petri plate we are handle or open the upper petri dish by the 60 degree 90 degree 90 degrees cone. Then we are spreading the that sample which are collected by the loop over that agar, and spread by various method: stick plate, pour stick plate, then pour plate. Okay, so this is the agar medium. See how it is the pour. The first one, that is the pour plate method, and the second corner where see the spread plate method. Okay, so here this is the bacterial dilution. In the pour plate method, we are pour that bacterial dilution all over the slide, so all over the plate, okay, petri plate. And here spread plate, we are just inoculate plate in containing solid medium, and here we are inoculate empty plate. Then add the melted nutrient agar. Here we are spreading that inoculum over surface eventually, which are adding where the bacterial dilution on that agar, we are spreading the overly. Okay, then swirl and the mix, swirl and to mix, and lastly show colonies grow in the solidified medium. Okay, then count in the counting counter. Okay, so first we are taking the pour plate bacterial dilution, we are pour into plate which are containing agar medium. Then we are adding the melted nutrient agar to over it. Then mix both that bacterial dilution and the agar, swirl or shake for the mixing of the both that bacterial dilution and the agar, form uniform layer. Then they are poured to the incubator for the observe the colonies grow or the growth of bacteria. Wow. So this is the pour plate method, or we are seeing the spread plate method. So spread plate method, we are firstly we are adding agar to the petri plate. Then we are adding the bacterial solution. After that we are spread that bacterial solution over the petri plate, and then we are see the that petri plate we are kept on the incubator for the growth of bacteria. After 24 to 48 hours we are see the bacterial growth. Okay, so these are the stick plate method we are already study. Okay, so we are sticking the four quadrant. So here they are also known as the quadrant stick plate method. Then this is the method, and this is the growth. How in the first we are stick, they are having the large growth of bacteria. Again, as compared to this quadrant, we are see the medium. Then as compared to this, we are see the medium, and lastly in fourth quarter we are see the in a minute quantity of the growth of bacteria. Okay, so here having the combination of colonies, they are mixed to each other. Here medium separated, then here again, and last one we are observe the easily observe in the fourth quadrant, they are the isolated colonies. So how we are count that colonies which are grow on the petri plate. Okay, so in this point we are discuss how to grow the bacteria. Now we are going to study how to count that bacteria colony. Okay, so many bacteriological studies require that we are able to determine the number of microorganism per unit volume or of given sample. So this measurement is needed for first the standardization of inoculum in the microbiological assay, second industrial fermentation, and the third one evaluation of sterilization technique. So first example evaluation of antimicrobial agent or assay of vitamin. So they are in three way they are need bacterial population count or bacterial count. So several different methods can be used for the determination of either total counts, both dead and non-living bacterial cells, or either or viable counts, living bacterial cells. So counts having two types. First one total counts and viable counts. So total counts, in that total counts we are counting the both dead and the living bacterial cells. In the viable counts we are count only living bacterial cell. So determination of total bacterial count by the three ways: direct microscopy, also it is known as the direct measurement of bacterial growth, second turbidity determination, and third one direct weight and nitrogen content determination. So we are discuss one by one in brief. First, direct microscopic count. Okay, also it is known as the direct measurement of microbial growth. So diluting out the organism and counting the organism in a number of microscopic field on a slide by using hemocytometer. Sorry. So here direct microscopic count we are use the hemocytometer. Okay, or here you are use that slide which are having the slide which are known as the hemocytometer, which contain the counting, okay, counting scale. So say a standard plate count reflect the number of viable microbes and the assume that each bacterium grow into the single colony. So we are assume that the every bacteria which are growth in the one single colony. So because it is impossible to say that each colony actually arose from an individual cell, plate count are reported as a number of colony forming units instead of the number of cell. If the concentration of bacteria is too great, the colonies will grow into each other and the plate will be uncountable. To ensure the countable plate, a series of dilution should be plated. The serial dilution should be give at least one countable plate in the series, that is 25 to 215 or 30 to 300, depending on the preference of individual lab. In the direct microscopic count, the microbes in the measured volume of a bacterial suspension are counted with the use of a specially designed slide, and that slide it is known as the hemocytometer. So it is difficult to count every bacteria, okay, or every individual viable microbes or viable bacteria. So here we are consider as the that bacterium growth in the one single colony. So here we are counting the that single colonies, okay, not count every one individual cell. Instead of that cell, we are counting colony forming units. Okay, instead of the number of cell. So if having the concentration of bacteria is greater, then they form number of colonies or grade of the colonies will grow. So it is difficult to uncountable. So in that condition, we are prepare a dilution, serial dilution. So concentration of that bacteria we are going to diluted, and that diluted dilution which are done between the 225 to 250 ml or the 30 to 300 ml, depending on the our individual lab. And that dilution we are taking on the hemocytometer, which are having the specially designed slide for the count of that bacteria. Sorry. Okay, see how dilution are prepared and the growth will be observed of the bacteria. So first it is the dilution which are having the 1:10. We are taking the original inoculum, that is 1 ml, and it is diluted up to 10 ml. See the slide or plate, petri plate, which are having the growth of bacteria. So if you are seeing that plate, we are not count easily on that. First having the maximum concentration, that is 1:10. Okay, so we are diluted taking 1 ml from this 1:10 the concentration, and it is diluted into again 10 ml. So it is concentration, it is 1:100, near about it is equal to concentration, that is 1:100. So if you are see, again we are taking 1 ml from that concentration and add into the that agar plate which are prepare for the growth of bacteria. So see the here see bacterial growth. Okay, so here also difficult to counting the bacteria, so they need again diluted. So taking 1 ml from this test tube, and it is again diluted to the 9 ml broth. So concentration of this test tube, that is 1:1000. Okay, again we are taking 1 ml and it is added into the that agar plate. Okay, so growing here also see growth of bacteria maximum, but here difficult, but as compared to this plate we are see some bacteria. Okay, here. Okay, so here difficult to this area, counting of this area difficult. So we are again diluted that test tube, taking 1 ml from this test tube, again it is diluted to 9 ml. So this concentration, it is going to 1:10,000 ml. So here we are taking the see the growth. That much concentration is sufficient for 1:10,000 ml. That much concentration is sufficient for the check the counting of the bacterial growth. Okay, so how to count that colonies on the plate or the calculation of the bacterial growth? So it is here giving the formula. Okay, for the counting of the number of bacteria per ml. So formula, it is the number of colonies on plate into reciprocal of dilution of the sample. Okay, so we are taking the that dilution sample and the colonies. So for example, if 32 colonies are on the plate of the 1:10,000 ml dilution, then the counting, it is the 32 into 10,000. So bacteria 3,20,000 bacteria per ml in sample. Okay, so this is the count how this is the counting of the bacteria by the direct microscopic method or direct measurement. Again, one method, if you are taking 1 ml from this test tube and it is diluted to 9 ml broth, then this is the too much concentrate, too much diluted. Okay, so here not show any growth of bacteria or show in minimum bacteria. Okay, growth. So here we are here we are taking only 4 count. So 4 into 1 lakh. So it is going to near about 4 lakh bacteria per ml in sample. So this both the methods are near about. Okay, so your but specific this dilution is considering for the counting of direct method bacterial growth. Okay, this giving the accurate count as compared to this, or as this is not considering. Okay, for the bacterial growth only these two are considering, and best method, that is the this dilution method. Okay, so formula, it is for calculation of that bacterial growth, that is the number of colonies on plate into reciprocal of dilution of sample or the concentration of that dilution. Okay, see, same ways here we are taking one example and then we are discussing. So first, that is the sample, it is to be counted. We are taking 1 ml from that sample and it is diluted to 9 ml. So it is concentration 10 raised to 10. Again that 1 ml take to 9 and it is diluted to 9 ml broth. Then it is the 1 raised to 100. Again taking 1 ml from this test tube and it is diluted to 9 ml. So it is the 10 as to 1000 ml dilution. Okay, so series wise these are the dilution, it is 1 as to 1 lakh concentration. Okay, so see the bacterial growth, so difficult here, having the too much colonies, here also some part of difficult but countable. So we are taking the this consideration. Okay, these two are not considered. So here colonies 159 colonies, so 159 colonies into 1000, so it is gives to 1,59,000. Okay, or 50. Okay, 1,59,000 bacteria per ml. So if you are taking the another, that is the 17, so 17 into 10 raised to 4. Okay, 17 into 10 raised to 4, so it is gives to 1,17,000. If you are take these two colonies, so 2 into 10 raised to 5, so it is go to near about to 2 lakh. Okay, so this this is the method how to counted the bacterial growth. Okay, or bacteria in the your sample. Okay, same we are taking the subsequential inoculation, first 1 ml, then 9 ml dilution, then again taking 1 ml from this, then again diluted to 9 ml, then again 1 ml, and then diluted to 9 ml. Mostly we are diluted in 3 serial dilution. Okay, after that we are taking result. Okay, every sample we are taking for the bacterial growth, we are need to diluted by 3 serial dilution. Okay, as that is 1 as to 1000 ml. Okay, so this is considerable, 1 as to 1000 ml concentration, and it is giving the countable bacterial growth. So if you are taking the fourth serial dilution, then here the in less counted colonies. Okay, so see how colonies are appear on that agar growth or that agar medium. This is the example of slide which are it is known as the hemocytometer. Here having the covering cover glass, then grid, then mount, inlet and overflow. Okay, if you are adding maximum liquid, then they are overflow which are going to in that. Okay, so this is the that middle square. See that like okay, if you are see the that Pacific square and